Well, I just got back from my show today, and it's about what time is it? 1:47, and I found out that Tommy Ramone passed away. And if anybody knows me, or the good friends that know me very well, I am a huge Ramones freak. I will debate with anybody how the Ramones are the greatest band to ever roam this place we call Earth. The Ramones, to me, were the greatest thing to ever pick up instruments and make music, in my opinion. I know there's tons of other great artists and musicians out there. I mean, just to name a couple off my head, Queen, Rolling Stones, Led Zeppelin, Mozart. If you want to get technical and go into other different types of styles, I mean, there's so many. But to me, the band that meant the most to me was the Ramones. And with Tommy Ramone finally passing away, I mean, I guess he's been dead since this yesterday morning, but the news hadn't been out since a couple of hours ago. I don't know. It's just kind of surreal, I still am going to hold a grudge to this day to never being able to witnessing the greatness which were the Ramones, all four of them. I mean, I would have been happy seeing them just with Marky, Johnny, Joey, Dee Dee, and Marky back before they stopped touring in '96. But I was only born in '91. I didn't get to realize how great this band was until 5 or 6 years ago, really. I discovered the Ramones and I went, wow. Like, a bunch of, misfit, dorky kids from Forest Hill making music what we call today as punk rock. I mean, there was a reason why they were the Godfathers, and Tommy in particular was the guy that brought them all together. Stuck with them as long as he could. If you don't know anything about the Ramones were not the bestest of friends eventually. Later down the road, Tommy eventually left and Marky took his place for a bit. But Tommy, I mean, he made the greatest song that the Ramones had. The first song off their first album, Blitzkrieg Bop. There can only be so much gratefulness and thanks for that song. I mean, in particular, that was the song that, the soldiers carrying the flag to conquer the land on, which just, changed everything. It revolutionized and revamped the music scene when that song and that album came out. And, it changed my life. It changed millions of lives. It changed billions of lives. I mean, the countless influences from the Ramones are tremendous, So, it's kind of heartbreaking in a sense. It's just one of those deaths that you hear about that just, it happens every year for me. I mean, there's always that one person that kind of dies and you're just like, ugh. It gets torn right out of you and you don't feel good all day. I mean, I didn't personally know Tommy. I didn't really have a personal relationship with him, but I feel like, the stuff that they offered me, which is with their music, is all that I needed to really feel like I connected with these guys. So, Tommy, along with Marky, was one of my huge drumming idols back then. I mean, they cultivated my drumming style, made me who I wanted to be as a musician today. And, it just kind of sucks that, he couldn't stick around a little longer. I wish I could have had my career in a better position than I am now. And eventually down the road, you know how it works. Musicians are friends with musicians and other types of artists and all who knows what. But I would have been really intrigued and made an effort to really reach out and hang out with people like Tommy Ramone, Joe Strummer, Joey, Johnny, Dee Dee, those guys just to me seem like the coolest dudes on the planet. But, not everybody lives forever. Especially if you're Ramone, I guess. They're either dropping at 50 to 60. I mean, Tommy was about, 62, 61? I forget his age. But yeah, I met Tommy at the Hollywood Forever Cemetery celebrating the Johnny Ramone tribute that's held every year at the cemetery. They always have tons of people. I've met the Misfits there. I've talked to Jerry Only. Henry Rollins was there. I didn't get to talk to him. I was kind of intimidated. I didn't think he would want to talk to anybody that day. Johnny Depp's been there. John Waters. Countless others. I think Elvis Presley's wife has been there. Kirk Hammett from Metallica. I mean, it's a very small grouping of people that end up going to this thing. And one year, Tommy was there, and I was excited. I was like, "Hey, it's finally someone who was in the original Ramones, the guy who held the glue together for this band and started the whole thing, and this and that." And I got to talk to Tommy, and super cool dude. I was very nervous. I mean, any huge fan like me would have been probably the same way. And got my autograph and had my 5 minutes with him, and then that was it. And I mean, I'm eternally grateful for that moment. I'll probably hold that with me for the rest of my life till the day I die. At least I got to meet one of the original members, who was Tommy Ramone. And that's gonna go a long ways with me. It really is. It just like how it is when I met Marky too. Marky was just phenomenal dude, awesome, down to earth. I don't care what anybody says about any of the Ramones. Those two guys in particular that I've met were pretty down to earth, really cool dudes. But it's sad, but no tears need to be shed. I mean, we all know what they've left behind, which is their music. And it's going to last forever until whenever we die, whenever the earth explodes. I mean, we're going to have Ramones music till the end. So I couldn't be happier. It's the official end of a great, I guess, era of music as far as the creators go. For the Ramones, there's going to be nothing left now. The Ramones are officially pitchforked in the ground as far as I'm concerned. So, anyways, I wanted to share you some of my t-shirts. I was digging through. I tried to record this video before and it didn't work on YouTube, so I'm doing this through another application. But I had some t-shirts and I wanted to show you guys. And this is the shirt that started it all for me. Yes, this is, if you can't tell, this one is super faded. It's got sun bleach all over it. If you can't tell, I don't know if you can tell. Look, it's kind of gray. This one's old. I mean, compared to this one, yeah, you can tell. This is the one that started it off for me. I wore this thing all the time. Went to a Marky Ramone show. That was pretty cool. I actually like the styles of these shirts. They're not too bad. And then, here's the original dudes at some show. I don't know which show this was at. But this is a cool t-shirt if you can pick it up. There's Tommy in the back with the other three dudes. And then this is, I think, Rocket to Russia. The Rocket to Russia album without the actual title. Yeah, another title's there. Rocket to Russia, yeah, see. Got that too. And then, brand spanking new Ramones tee with all the original dudes on it. And another Marky Ramone t-shirt. I don't know what it is about the Ramones t-shirts. They're very cool, I guess, in a way. Finally, as if we can stick a dagger through one of the greatest albums that were given to us by the Ramones, there they are, all dead and hanging out in a better place other than here. I would hope. I don't know what that place is. Could be the fourth dimension, could be heaven, could be reincarnation, who knows. I just hope that wherever those guys are, they're in a lot better place than here in this miserable world. But hey, I don't know if they're able to listen to other stuff in that other place, but we got Ramones music. That's all that matters. And just reminiscing about Tommy Ramone, and it's a sad time. Probably spend all night, probably till like whenever I pass out, just listening to Ramones music, watching some live stuff on YouTube, and just sitting here by myself, just chilling. Well, guys, adios, amigos.